All right, here we go. Brainstorm session number two, because the first one we just talked about nonsense. Um, Going over Chelmsford Country Club, our first review. A little bit of an overview of the course. Cam, you want to go over it because I can't remember anything.
Yeah, we got Chelmsford Country Club. It's 9 holes. It's in Chelmsford, Mass. It is 2,500 yards. It's semi-private. That means there's members and there's public play, Tom.
It's news to me.
And yeah, overall the pro is Derek Gilbreth. He let us hop on for free. We appreciate that, Derek. Overall, that's where me and Tom played golf growing up.
Yeah, we have a
Course.
lot of great memories, and we'll get into that. But a little overview.
All
Nice.
right.
All right. What did you think of the condition?
All right.
You knew I was gonna ask that.
All right. So since Chelmsford High, Chelmsford High,
Are we
Jesus,
talking to the camera? Or are you talking to me?
kind of both. Chelmsford, Chelmsford Country
You're like,
Club.
we're gonna banter.
We're gonna banter. Well, all right, we'll just banter.
No, well,
Chums,
you can look at the
Chelmsford Country Club. Growing up, that's where we played high school golf. That's where I got my first membership. I think in like 8th grade, it was like $100.
fat cam.
Fat Cam. Yep, we used to play. My mom would drop me and Cam Murphy and my brother off, and we would just play golf for like 10 hours and order zesties. The course was in horrible shape at that point. I feel like it was like a very much starter golf course. It's 9 holes. It's 2,500 yards, so it's short. Um,
It was tough for a long time. I mean,
yeah,
you might have played there more than me growing up, to be honest, but I
yeah.
don't remember it ever being in like good shape.
No, I think now I wish we could almost have like a before and after
I know I wish you could put up a picture
because they
because
did renovations. So the T on one is brand new, basically a couple
yeah,
years
no,
ago, I think.
yeah,
So that's like way nicer. That one's at least in good shape.
nine's completely redone.
Nine was impossible.
Nine
The
was
green
impossible.
always slanted straight down. It's a
It was a
longer par three
yeah, it was like
that
a
plays
200
like a
yard
par
par
four.
three. That was yeah, played like you couldn't see where the pin was, and it
Yeah,
was like straight down the hill. Um, Overall condition, I thought I was pretty happy with it considering it was Chelmsford.
it's
Um,
better than we
it's better
expected.
than we
Derek
expected.
was right. Derek was telling us that it was in very good shape, and we were like, it's
Is it?
Chelmsford. But it turned out to be much better, and it was like the fairways, the greens, I think, were a lot better than I remembered.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add.
Can we rate it? Like, we said 5.9 out of 10. I think the conditions were a huge part as to why it's a 5.9 and not
Well,
a
I
10
mean,
out of
we say
10.
it was good and lush, but then like look at the AT box; it was fucking dirt.
Yeah. So, I mean,
There, it had its moment. It's had its Chelmsford core values and like
Chelmsford,
character.
all you need to know is Chelmsford is a good beginner course. That's how I
Good
would put it.
beginner course.
Yeah.
If you want to go out and drink some beers with some buddies and like who don't really golf,
Yeah.
good place to do it.
There you go.
That's here at Chelmsford. At the Triple C.
The Triple C is blue collar. Again, starter golf course. So you are going there. I've never eaten like in. I think there's a bar
They have
upstairs
food.
that you can. Yeah, I don't know
They
if there's
redid the
like
clubhouse too.
they
Actually,
redid the clubhouse. The pro shop's pretty
it's
small.
small. There's not much in there. Derek, you gotta get more stuff in there.
Yeah, there's no merch or like
You gotta get some big divots
balls
merch.
or yeah, you should put our hats in there.
Kim's like merch.
Merch.
The
Um,
hat. Get the
well,
hat
it's
on.
like you go up the stairs. I don't know what's downstairs. I think they do functions, but I've never like eaten there and I've never like hung out there afterwards or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's definitely usually more of an older crowd or like younger kids learning to play golf. So it's not like a place you'd really want to hang out and drink beers for like a 10th hole, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, I think you're just showing up just to
But
play golf.
casual. So if you're looking to be casual, you can go out there, throw on a golf shirt, don't tuck it in, and have a day.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it.
much it.
Favorite hole, par five, fourth hole, dogleg right over the tree. Big Cam, that big tree. How many times have you hit that big tree? Or could you not make the hill in high school?
I could never make the hill in high school. I still can't make the hill.
I'll never forget part of this because I remember playing this with Sean Jarvis when I was young, and Sean's like, "Just hit it to the bottom of the hill, hit a 7 iron, and then get up on the three." And I'm like, "That's so smart."
Yeah,
And then in
Sean
high,
was really good with tactics.
yeah, and then the high school golf, I just hit driver every time and pumped it left OB half the time
Into that house on the
into the
corner.
house. Yeah,
Yeah.
so dogleg right. It's a good hole though. I mean, it's a short par five. You can get there in two easily if you hit a good drive, but if you hit a shitty drive, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my favorite. How about you?
I don't like 4 because I have to try to hit a cut, and I
You
can't hit
can't
a
hit a
cut.
cut.
Yeah, I have to hit a draw. Um, my favorite hole, I really like. I want to say I really like 3, and I really like 6.
Because they're the shortest holes.
Yeah, I feel like 3 is fun because if you stick it on that green, it's just like over the water. It's
Look
up
who
the
you looking
hill.
at. You look looking between me and the camera.
Kathy, help.
Oh.
No, I like
Pick
3.
one.
I also like 7 because you're trying to hit it over the water. Unlike if you're trying to hit driver,
Yeah.
I like hitting that shot when it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
All right, I can save that for a favorite story too. No, that's a funny one. High school golf. We're gonna get the high school memory. What we would do every time is seventh hole is a par four. What would you say, like 320 yards?
Yeah.
Say it's par four, 320. About what 140 out is a brook.
Yep.
What we do in high school every time is take out our drivers, like we're gonna hit driver, let the other team go first, let them pump it into the hazard, and then take out a pitching wedge.
No way,
And
really.
then they would get so bad.
Oh man, that's so.
And there was
good.
also a sign that was like, "Oh, it's 150 to the or 160 to the brook." So we'd be like, "Oh, it says 160 to the brook," but it was really like 140. So they would hit like an 8-iron into the hazard, and we would hit pitching wedge.
No way, dude. You were mean. If they were like, "How far to the brook?" I would have been like, "You want to lay up?"
I'm like, "I don't know. It says 130."
Yeah, I would have told them the nice thing to do.
Jesus.
Help them win the match. Whoa.
But yeah, 7 was a good hole too. So, any others you want to shout out?
No, I
No?
like 6 because it's like 100 yards, and I feel like it's always just how close can I actually put it to the hole, even though you never hit the green.
I play it terribly. The amount of times I've come up short on a 100-yard shot.
Yeah,
Not good. But there's a lot of fun holes.
Yeah,
there's a lot of fun holes.
All right, do you want to just we can just stay like this and.
Is Jake Ahern? He drove me because he lives right down the street.
He was really quiet when I was on the team, but I guess he's like kind of a monster person, like a crazy person.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
Oh my
would just go
God.
nuts. But like my freshman year, maybe sophomore year, I was like 14 or 15. And we go to his house so he can make a sandwich before practice. We're blatantly late, like not even close. And he's
Just
like,
to make a sandwich.
just to make a sandwich. And like he makes a sandwich. I'm like, oh, he's the captain. I don't know. What am I gonna say no to
He's
him?
gotta have a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I gonna say? We gotta go.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
He's the captain.
so I'm just sitting in his house and he just makes a fucking huge sandwich. And he's like, you're driving. I'm like 14. I'm like, I've never driven a car. Like,
no way.
So I drove all the way from West Chelmsford all the way to essentially Carlisle in his Mustang. We're 25 minutes late to practice.
You're driving.
And I'm driving. I don't even have a permit. This is my favorite one. I forgot about this. We pull in. He's just eating a sandwich. Like, he's not even looking at the road. I'm just like driving his Mustang. We show up 25 minutes late to practice. We get there. He's all happy, whatever. He's the captain. Shoop and Z are in the parking lot, screaming, like pointing at him as we're pulling in because they know it's his fault. They're like looking at me. They're like, and I'm like, I don't know. He told me to drive. And they're like, Jacob. And he's like, what? It's fine. Like, he's like, we made it.
Oh my God.
Dude, they reamed him out. Oh my God, that was one of the
What
best.
did they do? They just yelled
They
at
just
him?
yelled at him, and then we practiced. Dude, nothing happened in high school golf. We could get away with murder.
Oh my God. Dude, I can't believe I've never heard that story.
Dude, I thought I told you that one.
No, I've never heard that.
That's probably my favorite one.
Dude, that's way crazier than any story I
Yeah.
have.
All right, we forgot to do this last week, so we're recording now, but it's going in the same video. Overall, value, condition, atmosphere, Chelmsford Country Club, 5.9.